Brock and Zack Review the Movies.
There will be blood.
Hello, welcome to Brock and Zack Review the Movies. I'm Zach Scott, and I'm here with my son, Brock Wood, and we're here to review the movie.
Did you say your son?
Yes, just go with it, Brock. I'm doing the voice of Daniel Plainview. Okay. We're here to review the movie There Will Be Blood, and I can guarantee you will like this movie. You can go into a theater and sit all the way across the room, and you will still enjoy this movie and be thrilled by the performance of Daniel Day-Lewis. So, Brock, what did you think about the movie?
I thought we were reviewing Be Kind, Rewind.
No. We're reviewing There Will Be Blood.
No, you told me yesterday that we were going to do Be Kind, Rewind, so I went and saw Be Kind, Rewind.
But you have also seen There Will Be Blood.
No, yeah, I saw it. I saw it a couple of weeks ago. But I went and spent $7 on a movie ticket and $3 on a thing of popcorn watching a crappy movie because you said we were going to be recording Be Kind, Rewind today.
I didn't see Be Kind Rewind, and if I remember correctly last time, you got pretty mad at me when I didn't see Jumper, and I saw There Will Be Blood.
I'm going to get mad at you because you keep making me go see movies that you're not watching. That's my problem.
So let's just review the movie There Will Be Blood because we both seen it. We both love the movie. So I'll go ahead and describe what I liked about the movie, and then you can go ahead and do that after I do it first.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I thought it was a very immersive movie, and the environment was very immersive, and it actually began with 14 minutes of without dialogue, and it let you understand the role and the character of Daniel Plainview without him having to speak a single word, and that along
which is pretty unfortunate given that his voice is the single best part of the entire movie.
Yes, and the character is the single best part about the entire movie. I like the movie because of the character, not really so much because of the plot, but because of the character and how immersive the whole environment and the scenery was. And it made me feel like, I'm really watching a movie about that era, even though I have no idea what the era was actually like.
Well, I thought the best part of Be Kind, Rewind was when they were making their mock films, but the rest of the movie was ridiculous.
Brock. I think we should stick to There Will Be Blood, regardless of what movie you saw yesterday, because we both have seen There Will Be Blood. Unless you want a repeat of last episode in which I haven't seen the movie, then we should just stick to There Will Be Blood.
Yeah, well, maybe you should tell me which movies we're actually going to be reviewing, and then I can be on par with you.
Yeah, well, I think maybe you should be a good co-host and not be so angry, because it seems like you're preparing for the role of Daniel Plainview here with all the anger that you're shooting out towards me.
I have no response to that.
Okay, well, what did you think about There Will Be Blood?
I thought that Daniel Day-Lewis was incredible, and his mustache was equally incredible, as was his voice. So I guess they all get 33% credit. I would watch any movie where he had the accent, the voice, the mustache, and the plot itself was okay, a little bit weak, but once again, the character and the scenes just more than made up for all of that.
I completely agree, and I think we're both agreeing that the character is what made the movie, and I think that's why Daniel Day-Lewis won the Oscar for Best Actor.
Why don't we review the plot?
Yes, and so it's about him, Daniel Plainview, and his quest to drill for oil and become a big oil business. And that's the plot, that's the story, but the plot is more about the character itself and his derangement and how he becomes angry and angrier, and he relies more and more on alcohol, and until it culminates in a point into which I don't want to give that part of the plot away.
Well, I do agree with your synopsis. I think the first half of the movie, I was really enjoying it, and I thought I was watching a movie about the oil drilling business in general and how it became what it is. And then halfway through the movie, I realized that was not the plot. The movie was just focusing on Daniel Plainview.
So you thought at first that you were watching a documentary, which in fact you were watching a fictional movie.
Well, no, I realized I was watching a fictional movie.
Okay, Brock, for the viewers, I want to go over a few really cool facts about the movie.
Oh, good. I've got plenty of facts ready about Be Kind, Rewind.
One fact I have here is that There Will Be Blood was actually filming very close to the set of No Country for Old Men, and when the oil derrick in the movie caught fire, the smoke interfered with the filming of No Country for Old Men, and they had to shut down production for a whole day.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, What?
That's hilarious. That explains. No, there's a part of the movie where like the characters are going about their business. You know, the guy's hunting him down, trying to get his money, and like the character suddenly like collapses into a coughing fit, and an ambulance comes up, which isn't even like part of that movie scene at all. As far it doesn't seem like, and they like take him away, and that scene didn't make any sense until just now.
Okay, well, I would probably have to see that movie myself to comment further. But another fact that I have written down here is that Daniel Day-Lewis is a method actor, and I don't have full details on how he prepared completely for this role, other than listening to tapes of accents from that era and staying in character the whole time. But in Gangs of New York, which he also played an awesome character of a butcher,
they had the same awesome mustache.
Very awesome mustache. He actually took some butcher classes. He only wore clothing from that time period, and he would sharpen his knives in between takes. And the interesting part about that is that he actually contracted pneumonia, and he was urged to wear a jacket in between shoots, but he wouldn't do it because the jacket wasn't from that era. And they eventually convinced him to get medical treatment, though. So, what do you think about that?
I think that Daniel Day-Lewis is crazy.
But it makes for great acting, so what does it matter?
Right, well, as long as he survives to continue making films, then, bravo.
Okay, Brock, I think that's enough on the trivia for now. What would you rate the movie, considering that we both seem to like it a lot?
8.
8%, wow. Okay, I give it a 90% because I really enjoyed...
No, 8 out of 10, like 80%.
80%, great. 80%, I gave it a 90%.
You tricked me. That was 8 out of 10 is my rating on the movie. Let's not get into this again. Just let me have my 8 out of 10. I give it an 8.5, but you said you didn't want to use decimals.
So an 85, we can do 85%, if you just want to switch to the better scale.
All right, 85%, fine. Solid
Right,
85%.
85%, but why not higher? I liked it more, I guess.
I would never want to watch this movie ever again, because it was way too long. So it doesn't get into the 90s, but Daniel Day-Lewis was incredible enough to warrant an 85%.
I'll give you that, but then I'll add 5% and say it's a 90%. And Daniel Day-Lewis makes the movie. The plot, not so much, but the movie is stuck in my head for the past few days simply because of the acting. And it is a movie I want to see again because I want to get down Daniel Day-Lewis's voice for that character and use it in my day-to-day life. So, Brock, do you have a final word?
Milkshake.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Do you want to say thanks, Brock? You should be thankful.
I'm very thankful for all of you.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Brock and Zack review the movies.